it's all about the back end, right? I remember watching, I think it was the Olympics on television, and the Chinese were dominating in volleyball. And they were showing video of practice. And I mean, and those ladies are diving on the floor and, getting skinned up and everything. And the girl says, yes, well, the games are fun. The practices are brutal. When we finally get a chance to play in the game, that's just fun. Well, to me, that's what fundraising is. The actual fundraising, people think that, well, how many hours do you think you have in this? I'm like, well, I don't know, but it's more than the 2 hours that we were at the event, which is actually a lot more than 2 hours. But anyway, but that's but it's laying the strategy. It's creating the culture. And a big thing, and there are best practices, of course, but no events are like snowflakes. No two are alike, right? And you cannot treat them as cookie cutter. And you cannot take it cookie cutter from the event last year. Every event needs to stand on its own and be fun and fresh, because fun and fresh resonated back when we first started 20 years ago. To today. It's still fun and fresh. People have to be there and enjoy themselves, and they have to feel the need for the cause, right? And then we help them extract money from their pockets, right? So that they can continue the good work. At a fundraising event, and I'm getting a little ahead of myself, but at a fundraising event, you've got to be really careful with personalities and egos, because if someone's at a fundraising event and something has happened, minuscule, not minuscule, but if something ticks them off, right? If they're disappointed, if you create doubt in their minds, they're going to shut down, or at least shut down partially. And that can be from the check-in registration. It can be from the valet. It can be anything that sets people in the wrong frame of mind, and that will cost you money. And that's why your registration people are so important. You should have people greeting them when they come in so that they feel they've arrived. There's a whole bunch to that, but to feel like they've arrived so that they can feel a part of it, so that everybody feels as though they're pulling on the rope in the same direction, right? Because that's what we're trying to do, is create an area, right, of giving and philanthropy and feeling good about everything. And I'm just going to talk about philanthropy for a moment. So a lot of people feel that they have supporters, right? Supporters.
Yep.
Sounds good.
Certainly.
You don't want supporters. You want philanthropists, because people that have the philanthropist mindset, that suddenly becomes a charity to becoming my charity. And when someone thinks it's my charity, they're going to go out of their way to make sure they're successful. And they're oftentimes going to bring people in with them for my charity, because this is my event. This is what we support. And that is a philanthropist. They're not just a supporter, they're a philanthropist. And my goodness, it's monumental what a philanthropist will do to help a charity.